624 Dudley, Chirpy, g'day. Russ Knox, hello. Stuart, g'day. Mark Osborne, g'day. Willem, g'day. Kevin, hello. David Ian Sykes, g'day. Don't know if I've been busy, but I've got stuff done. I've got a cup of hot water here, and so while we've still got a cup of hot water here, we should plug my latest video. See if that'll run. Wrong way, I think. Yeah, no idea yet. May not even run today. It's got to go the other way. Hey, Wazza. It'll go in a minute. Not quite hot enough. I don't know if that's hot enough, to be honest. Yeah, I give up. I didn't warm that. Didn't warm that cup of water up enough, actually. Another minute in the microwave might have made a difference. I don't think it's going to run. So anyway, needs a fair bit of temperature differential, and probably, to be honest, to give it a couple of minutes to warm up, it'll be all right. Anyway, what else is happening? Not a whole lot, to be honest. That's pretty normal, isn't it? Terrible close. Don't know how much actual heat this would stand before it melted down and stopped. Anyway, that's what I did this last weekend, and I had it running nicely, and it is almost running. Hey, Fridge. This is the Slacko. Fridge, he was supposed to come down and join in the live stream, but I haven't seen him. So he's either got COVID or he slept in or he's had a big day or he's not used to hard work or I don't know what it is. But anyway, he didn't turn up. It's all good. I was harsh. You did promise though. Nah, it's all good. Catch up with you sometime soon. What else is happening? Been messing with these actually. This is sort of the project at the moment. This is a paying job. We've got the drunks in the other room. They're probably keeping everyone awake anyway. Been making these up, which is sort of, they kind of go like that. There's a left and a right hand one. Guy next door's got a custom Harley. It's pretty tidy.
I'm only 30 seconds away, mate. Do you ever stop?
No,
Good point, I suppose.
say hello to the internet.
Hello, Internet. What's going on?
He's had a big night. Still warming up.
Still warming up. God, you got a lot of shit here.
So
This
this,
all single phase?
yeah.
Wow. Fair enough. That machine's pretty bloody big, that Miller.
It's only a little one.
Oh, it is, but I still would have thought 3 phase.
It is 3-phase, but
Got an inverter or something that changed, yeah. It's marvellous what they can do these days.
hey, John, Chrissy's workshop. So, yeah, he's got a custom Harley next door. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's a fairly nice machine. He spent a fair bit of money on it, even for a Harley. It's not a bad looking bike. And I've done a fair bit of work on it. But these road pegs are a bit close and it gets cramped up. So while we're moving the front forks forward and putting fatter tyres on it and then moving the belt out and extending the mud guards and putting new axles in it and all those sort of forks and things, what we're going to do is they go somewhere like that, is move them up 15 mil and out 40 mil. Make it a bit more comfortable. So that's what I made, is a couple of spacers and a couple of little plates. So, paying job. So, yeah, engine's not going to run. Water's not hot enough. Not enough temperature differentiation. Yeah, I think probably the water just didn't get hot enough. Sorry, guys. Maybe next week. Anyway, Hey, Paul. Good to see you too. So that's what I've been doing, really. Not very much.
Do you ever stop? Cool.
It's fairly warm here. It's probably 31 still, and it's fairly late. The boys inside are going to have a big night of it. I think he's just gone out the car to get more beer, and they've just cooked fish and chips, so could get out of hand pretty quick from here on in, and good on them. But I'll be going to bed after live stream. Saw some videos. What did I watch? There's one from Russ Knox. Good video from Russ Knox. Video from Maddie's workshop. I saw that. There was supposed to be an update from Dan Shed, but I didn't see that either. I think we had that conversation. There was a update from Ted Rosa recently, I think, on the shed. Might have been a video from Kevin at Machine NZ. It's, what else? I'm a few behind. They don't seem to always pop up. If I see them on my feed, I watch them, but I haven't seen one for a bit. So maybe I'm not subscribed. Maybe you guys just don't self-promote enough. I don't know what it is. But anyway. So slowly getting things sorted, and this workshop's starting to come together a bit. I'd like to think. Haven't got the milling machine going yet. Which is a bit of a... Oh, crap. There's a new video from Bill. That's the one I'm forgetting. Good video of Bill making a new bracket for his table saw. Just put that away. There was one from Paul too, was there? A new clock build. You better check that out. Speaking of clocks, picked up a jar. 3 little jars there. These are for my watch cleaning machine. It's Elma. It's made in Switzerland. Or Germany or something. It's made in Germany, I think. It's Elma. ELMA. It's not a bad machine. It's a bit tired. It hasn't been used for 15 years, and it's probably 50 years older than that. That's a big project, Paul. I'm going to check that out for sure. So I had 2 jars, and about 20 years ago I broke one of them and dropped it. Rinse jar got broken. And pricing an Elmar jar was crazy expensive. This machine's 15 grand to replace an Elmar. So, not worth 15 grand, but it costs that to replace it. Anyway, there's an Indian one that's been made. So that's an Indian jar on this end. This one's an Indian jar. Can't tell them apart. This one's got the Indian insignia on it, but they've got the same mark on them. Same lid, same everything. So it's just a direct knockoff. But it's only about 50, 60 bucks. I was talking to Paddy in Discord the other night. I'm going to turn this around without actually dropping it, probably. I haven't got a screw in this camera mount, so you have to apologise for that. That's terrible close, but it's not going to go, that engine, unfortunately. Good morning, Stephen. These will be out of the way this week, I hope, and move on to the next thing. We've got to extend the clutch rod and the brake rod too, so got them to do. Not a crazy big job. Got these two bits of plate, right? There's 10mm or 3/8 brass, and they're $240 by 130 roughly. So they weigh about 1.5 kilos each, something like that. Not winning here. Someone set off an alarm. So I'm thinking I should make a clock depthing tool out of this. It'd be something that'd be useful. It's got to have a couple of hinges and some adjustment and some runners through the top and a piece cut out of each one. So just to give you some idea. Sort of cut out that sort of shape. See that better. And then they've got a V groove through here for the runners. The lines up parallel. And they've got holes here for a ball bearing on each side to act as pivot points. And then through the back, there's a groove about 2-3 deep. Probably 2mm by 2mm. And then there's a spring, like a bulldog clip spring sort of style thing that goes across here. And then in here there's some adjustment with a screw so that you can adjust them sort of like that. So that's really all the thought that's gone into that, to be honest. But there you go. I think that's probably a project for some time in the future. I've had these 15 years and I haven't got to it yet, so wouldn't mind. So, a clock depthing machine, a clock depthing tool, a wheel depthing tool for clocks. That's a thought, anyway. Got plenty else to do. I'd really like to do some more on that tender at some point. When the cash reserves build up enough to buy some more bits and pieces. And some more brass. And probably there's enough I could do without that. It's just a matter of sitting down and getting some things done. Board up. We'll go handheld. Probably easier than messing around with this tripod. Good block deal for this. There we go. Yeah, a slot each end. One here and here. Sorry about that. And then a round cut out here for punch dies. And a square one for square dies on top. And that'll give us the base or the bolster, I guess, for this. So that's the next project on that. Got a bit of EVA or whatever foam there, the bang. Seems to work. I don't know if it's good enough. We might find some insertion rubber or a bit of leather or something eventually.
But everyone that drinks Spice Rum tells me that this is
So, a bit of progress on that too.
Yeah, I'm not.
So, that's the projects. I'm going to get these plates finished and all that bits for the bike done. We got these. This one needs 40mm or something in it. I think that's the... I don't keep up. There's no keeping up. There's just a thing sitting here on the bench really needs some work, so we get to them eventually. This will go right and left hand turnbuckle, so no point just putting another end on another piece, and it's a bit messing around, so I'm just going to put a bit in the centre of that. Gear change rod. There you go. And this one must be the clutch rod, I think. So a bit in that one too, about 40mm. They're the next job. And then he wants to put a turbo on it. So there'll be an adapter for a turbo, which could be fun. There's some headlight brackets I'm going to make. There's a lock washer for the nut on the engine tooth pulley, which doesn't fit anymore because it's been extended out. So I've got to do something about that too. So that's what we're doing. 624 Dudley, yes, still have the mill. It's over there in the corner, it's getting a bit of use. At the moment it's my only mill, but I would like to hope at some point in the next few months there'll be a vertical head for it too. That's in the works. Can everyone, boys in the next room? They're getting louder and louder as they each try and talk over each other. So I reckon they'll peak soon. I really don't think they've got another 2 hours left in them. They might, but they might not too. They're getting old. Message from Fridge, and I can't share that. I probably should learn how to share pictures to live stream, but I haven't managed yet.
And the only reason being is you can't get out there, and I'm not going to get down here as much. Not that we don't love one another, we always will.
Oh, they're getting all romantic in there now, so it's getting towards the end. There's only 2 more drinks to the first fight, and then that's it.
Probably chat a bit more on Facebook.
Have to get this year. I'm sort of going to get a bit more organised with this and with shooting and stuff like that. Eventually, but weeks roll round pretty quick, and it doesn't seem like very long since last week, to be honest. Yeah, they're on the rum. They're very close to being on the rum, so they will eventually fight. They'll get happy, and then they've got a bottle of spiced rum. I just saw that go in there, so I reckon probably that they'll either be asleep or not talking to each other in another half hour. But that's a bit cynical, and it's a little bit funny. But anyway, I'm putting up with it. It doesn't happen very often. Good on them. What's Chirpy's New Year's resolution? I also saw some pictures from Stuart saying that the box for the John Deere is starting to come together. So that's something that will happen in the very near future, I hope. Excited about that. Hey, Mats. Good to see you.
And if I moved out there, he doesn't realise I'm going to be all this nonsense.
Chirpy, you should be able to manage that either way. Winning. Congratulations, Fridge. Congratulations, Dan Shed, on the new job. So he's up this way, and he talked about calling in, but it never happened. It's all good, but I was thinking we'd have a guest, sort of a guest here tonight, but it hasn't happened. Anyone else who wants to join in and call past on Wednesday night, you're very welcome to. We'll get this sorted out so that we've both got a screen, and it's a bit exciting. There's look, there's no real secret that I've been looking for a Steam project. I'm looking for a road Steam vehicle of some sort, or a Steam project, or not so much a project, but something that's half going would be nice. Before Dad went, we sort of spoke about getting something together and getting it running. So probably that's something I'd like to do with some of his legacy. So the issue is that we're in Australia, so there's not a whole lot of options. And I looked very closely into a
I'll talk them off, but I won't talk that. Fuck off, cunt. That's all I want to say to her.
They're getting rowdy out there. The conversation just goes round and round and round in circles by now, so yeah. Anyway, I was looking into a Steam traction mod kit a bit, which is 4.5-inch size Foden, Foden steam lorry, which would be really nice. It's about 1/3 size, same scale as a John Deere. Give me something fairly quick that I could rally and steam, and it'd be fairly nice. Not as straightforward as it looks. The boiler doesn't meet Australian design at all, so you'd have to do something separate there. The pound against the dollar is about double, so I spend £25,000 on that soon adds up to $50,000, and that's way it's not good value for money. Because if it's a hard ass justifying spending something like that on a model steam engine. So I'm sort of second thinking that. And I'm not going to make any rash decisions or jump into anything, but in the next 18 months, maybe something will happen. There's a few full-size steam engines around. And with the right nurturing spirit. Take care, Kevin. I'm having trouble talking above those guys. Can you hear me? I guess everyone can. You probably hear them in the background. Yeah, same money or proportion of could buy a piece of history that's pretty tidy in this full-size engine that's you're going to get your money back on. But the issue is that there's not very many going engines around. Nearly all of the ones I've seen for sale in the last 12 months have been basket cases, like real messes. So jury's still out for that. If anyone knows where there's a steam engine for sale, is it a portable or a roller? With a reasonable boiler and most of the mechanical bits, hit me up, because hit me up. But I'm just putting that out there. Don't expect to see a steam engine on this channel anytime soon, that's all. Because it probably won't happen. Thanks, Peter. Good to see you, Ian. Oh, they're talking about getting the gear off now. I'm not sure I'm ready to ever see those two with the gear off. A Stewart steam engine I have to finish that. It's not a crazy big job. Not a big job to finish it. Another video, another week would probably do it. So I probably should get it out and finish it, to be honest. It'd be very nice to have the big mill to do it, but do it on the little mill. There are too many issues. That might be the next project. It's a little Stewart Progress. It'd be a fairly nice engine to get running. It's getting close, so we'll see how we go with that. Stewart. Anyway, unlikely to happen, but I've sort of been window shopping and not really come up with anything, to be honest. There was a portable in Melbourne, a 6 or 7 horsepower Marshall, single cylinder portable engine. Cosmetically fairly tidy. Boiler wise, I'm not so sure. Anyone I talked to said it wasn't, but it's sold anyway, so that's all right. Don't have to worry too much about that. There's a 3.5 ton Sentinel steam wagon in Melbourne. If you want a major project, anyone jump on that one. But to me, it's a crazy big job, and I can't really see that happening. There's a couple of traction engines, model traction engines, bigger scale model traction engines for sale in Australia. Neither of them are particularly pretty. Neither of them sort of said, I really want that. So, I don't know. So, not really looking. Stuart, the answer is no, I'm not really looking. I have friends who try and convince me that I should. It hasn't happened. There's no room here. Those same friends that try to be convincing about that are probably going to get more than they bargained for, and the project in their yards for a bit. So probably not. Probably what's going to happen is I'm going to finish the John Deere and this locomotive and call it. Be my lifetime then. Waz's got a couple of projects for sale. If you wanted to, if you're in the mood to buy, and you're actually listening to him, he's got a 4-wheel drive ACO ex-military truck that he wants to sell, and I think he's got a Diamond Rio that's a fairly big size thing that he'd be keen on selling too. So hit him up if you want to buy things. But anyway, we've all got problems. Mine is that I keep looking at things that I want and probably will never ever finish. So as long as it remains just looking, that's fine. And at the moment, that's all it is. So well done. Congratulations, Warren. There's plenty of workshop projects, and quite a few of them that I could just get in and actually make a big difference to in a fairly short time. So maybe I need to get in and do those. It's pretty warm at the moment, and I'm not this last weekend until about sort of between about 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. The workshop's not all that much fun. So we're getting some chores done and things like that. Yes, that conversation went downhill quick. What else? I'm really only sort of talking for the sake of talking here. I don't know if there's anything much to say, and I apologise for that. I've got some artwork to hang up next few days if I can find some way of doing it. Wouldn't mind putting a wooden picture frame rail upstairs, but we'll see if that actually happens. The library's come to a standstill because I've got to make a bookcase or two, And I think I've bought every magazine holder of that particular design anywhere in Australia. And Officeworks are perpetually out of stock. So at this point, I need a couple of sheets of plywood, and I'll make up some bookcases, and we'll get that sorted. Upstairs starting to get a bit comfortable, though we're still working on things, but eventually it's coming together. Don't know any new good jokes. I don't know any jokes really. I'm not a joke person. I don't think I've got anything that's suitable for public broadcast. And all the others I've got are really only because I keep the wrong company. I'm not saying you're the right company, but yeah. How many books do I have? I have Model Engineer from 1898 to present day, missing about 25 years. So that's a weekly magazine. That's a good start. I've got a lot of service manuals and tech books. I've got a whole lot of clock and watch books. I've got a fairly considerable collection of model engine books, like Model IC engine books. I've got a lot of plans and drawings. I've got a lot of construction manuals. Got a fairly serious collection of storybooks. And I've also got engineering in miniature, most of them, and I've got Australian Model Engineer, most of them. Yeah, it's out of control. Anyway, there's a room full of them up there, and I'm still running out of bookcases. This is a project, right? I want to make a pallet. I don't know anything, Ted. That's where I'm at. Right, I want to tap this 6mm, right? Don't know what pattern. I'd say 30mm centres or 25mm centres, something like that. Probably square pattern. I've just got to find a sheet of plywood and get it finished, that's all. It's probably a day's work to get everything done up there. So everyone, all the cool made pallets. Stephen Lang made one. So I'm off my game because those two idiots in there arguing flat out. They've been drinking rum, and it's going to get either going to get messy or they're going to fall asleep. Now they're arguing about who's made the most. Arguing about who made the most mistakes with the least apologies. So that's awesome. So that's a project. I've got 2 Oak scale locos here that need new boilers, is where we're at with that. I think they're on the spiced rum and be Jamaican or something. I don't know which one it is, but it's good stuff. The 2 little locos that I was building, they need new boilers because it's too big. And there's not enough clearance, so I've gone too big with the pipe work. There's Chirpy's boilers here that basically needs a burner and posting to him. I wish they'd shut up. I'm getting a bit tired of that.
She's probably happy with people thinking names, fucking. Let him think about it.
These need finishing off. Not much to them. They need a burner. And we've still got to think about what to do there. Haven't got a lot of real so the Spirit Fire, they actually got water tubes in under here. 4 or 5 water tubes go through here. Not that little. But probably not. Wouldn't have hurt to have a stay through here, but never ever happened. But at 35 psi, they're probably plenty good enough for most things. They've got steam, they've got valves, and an outlet pipe. Pretty simple in design. Fairly nice little boiler. It just needs a burner basically, and I've got to think about that. Propane's probably the answer actually, or a ceramic propane boiler is probably the answer for those. We'll get onto it. There's 2 of them. There's one for Chirpy. I just never ever sent Chirpy his. Morning, Paul. I don't think it'll budge much. They've been tested. Are both tested to 80, so you'll have no problems at all with that. I've got mine here too. Put my hand straight on them. Chirpy sent these, and it was to be a joint project, and I guess it still will be. But this is a little engine. With a flywheel. And bottom cover. And a top cover. Probably not a big job to make. So that goes with these boilers. Got to feel inspired, and the last little while I haven't really, so apologies for that. Getting there now though. There's a bit of work happening, so try and get another video out in a couple of weeks too. It's an oscillating engine. They are nice castings. They're Chirpy castings. So Chirpy's the man. If you want casting help or casting videos, go and see Chirpy. Check out his channel. Also got 2 lathes to rebuild. Plug my phone in. I've got 2 lathes to rebuild. I've got some accessories for the Lorch to finish. I've got milling machines to modify and improve. There's 1,000. The whole here to America freight thing is a bit terrible. The Australia to Australia freight thing is a bit terrible at the moment. So we're getting there, but don't start me on the postal service. Anyway. We've done a backflip on that. I really need to find that extra button for this. I think it's upstairs. Sorry. Yeah, shipping's expensive. Trying not to do it. I'm looking at anyway, there's not much else happening. No sign of Craig tonight. He must be on a promise. I'm going to hit someone up probably next week if I can get some software all sorted in time and have a guest. We might have a guest presenter if I can think of someone. If Ridge is around, we might have him, but he'll be here in person. That's Dan Shed. Anyway, I'm probably going to call this because I'm getting sick of shouting and I haven't got much to say, to be honest. I just want to say thanks, guys, for sticking with me and for putting up with live stream and tuning in and chatting and saying hi. So many awesome creators out there. I'm not sure I'm one of them, but it's been fun making promises. Bring spiced rum, yeah. Take care, anyone. Anyway, I'm going to call it, I think. Good to catch up with you. Be good, be kind to each other. I'll keep you in the loop on projects, but probably one of these projects I'll start and make a video of this week. So that's where I'm at with that. And we'll certainly get these motorbike bits finished anyway, and then we can move on. If anyone knows anything about putting turbos on Harley Davidsons, send me some pictures. And the rest of them are on Discord, so I might be too for a bit, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, take care. And see you next week. Thanks.